Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So today, fire erupted at Custom Market in Juba. It started at 6 p.m. and up to around midnight, it was still burning.
Wow.
And as we have seen in some of the videos that we are going to play here in the overlay, on the video itself, you guys are going to see how big the fire was. And the firefighters did not come on time.
Do we have firefighters?
One vehicle came.
They are called fire brigades.
Yes, so one of the vehicle came, which was not enough for the fire itself. And then people were recording, and a small water tank. If you have not been to Juba, we're going to play that water tank so that you can see. If you have not been to Juba, then we'll tell you how people get water in Juba.
Yeah.
So in
water
Juba,
for household use.
Yes, water for household use. So in Juba, there's no pipe water where you just turn on tap in your room. So most of the people, even in this apartment, that say either people are having boreholes or they fill their tank with this truck, that the water truck that bring the water from the Nile or from some of the borehole that they have actually dig or they have actually dug as of now. Yes. So they will bring them. It will be written HO2 and they're always blue in color.
HO2 and water. Yeah.
It's a small truck.
We'll put a photo of it.
Yes.
Under this description or where we describing it.
So when the fire was burning, one of them show up. And this lady that was taking the photo said, I don't know how to put it, but we're going to play the video itself too. But she was like trying to say, is this what we are going to use to put out this fire? Like
That
the water
really
truck.
must be somebody that is not staying in Juba.
Yes, because the
She
thing,
visited for the first time.
maybe she has been there for some time, but she was just surprised and she was making a video, right? So she wanted.
I feel like that's someone
fun
who
of it.
came from East Africa. Yeah. And then when instead of firefighters coming, it's those Habesh. I heard someone saying Habesha water tank.
Yes, that's what I was trying to describe.
They are actually, most of them are operated by Ethiopians and Eritreans.
Yes, so
And
that's
they are
why.
owned by them.
So
If
that's
you
why
find one driven by a South Sudanese, it's not theirs.
it's just a driver.
Yes.
And okay, we can discuss it at the end of the video. We don't want to make it the whole thing, but it's our whole business itself that has a lot of things that can be discussed in it.
Yeah.
But what happened is SSBC, which is the state-owned television channel or the media house broadcasting for South Sudan, is located at around Custom Market, where the fire was actually happening
Like
itself.
the main office.
Exactly. So Atanyawek, who is the Minister of Information and Communication,
Currently.
was invited to come to the studio to come and speak on the fire itself. And when he came there, he said that he heard of the news at 6 p.m. And then he had to rush to the fire scene to come and see what was going on. And it was lucky enough that they were able to put some protection around the broadcasting station to protect it from the fire. And through the interview, you guys are going to watch. We are going to put the interview itself on the channel so that you guys can watch.
Yeah.
But when I was watching the interview, all the questions that he was being asked to, his main focus was on safety of SSBC.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to what was happening to the traders, what could have been done, he will always draw back to and come back to
Protecting the state-owned
yes,
channel.
and being happy that SSBC is not going to be affected. And in one instance, he said that he's going to make sure that going forward, there will be no kiosk. You know kiosk?
Yeah, like those small shops.
Yes.
Where they sell vegetables, different things, fruits.
He said those one will be very far away from this station. That's what he was saying.
See the kind of leaders you people have. like no remorse at all. You are not even talking in terms of the amount of goods that have been lost in that, and then the kind of effect it's going to have on the owners, as well as trying to find out if there are some people who are sleeping or like who are operating that since it started around 6 p.m. Or people sleeping within the neighborhood who
Yeah.
might have been affected or end up getting burnt. Yeah, like you're not talking of casualties.
Yeah, so it did not talk about it, something like that.
This
And
is very bad.
yes, and so in this podcast, we're going to see if we can brainstorm on what exactly happened that might have caused the fire. And we're going to give you a synopsis of what happened before the fire itself.
Yeah.
So 2 days ago, the mayor of the city, Christopher Swacker,
Called Christopher Sarafino Wani Swaka.
yes. So this guy went to almost all the markets within Juba. You know, these vendors in Kenya, they're called hawkers.
Yeah.
That put their things almost everywhere. He told them that you guys are encroaching on the road itself.
Yeah.
Because some people were actually selling on the road itself, and some people were selling in front of other concrete shops. So you see the main shop is here.
Yeah.
They have their things here. And this guy was saying this one is not safe enough because if a car is coming and lose control, it's going to kill most of you.
Especially those selling by the roadside. Yeah.
So he cleared up the whole thing. He came with the soldiers, they cleared everybody, and it only remained the concrete structures to remain there as the shop
Like
owners or the
legit.
shop sellers,
Okay.
are the legit business people. And all the rest of the people, he cleared them. And then during the day today, a group of young people were protesting that. They were saying that they are the hustlers.
Yeah.
If they're being chased away in this country where there are no jobs, then where they're
will
going
they
to earn
eat?
their living.
Yes.
That was what they were saying. And they were marching, I think it was on Konya Konya Market. And then around 6 p.m., the fire started.
In custom market.
Yes. So my question is, do you think this fire was started by somebody or it is an accident that just happened with no intentions?
Okay, so given the background story of what happened, people being chased away, personally, I feel bad for them because in that country, life is really tough in South Sudan, and especially in Juba. It's better in the village because you don't have to rent, you can stay with relatives and stuff,
Yeah.
and you can always find something else to do. But in the city, life is a bit hard. Even if you stay with relatives, people might get tired of you if you are an adult.
Yeah.
And it will be like, okay, things are already tough for everybody, so you need to do something. Personally, if I would have been the mayor, what I would have done is probably clear those who are selling on the road for their own safety. And then you look for another place,
Yeah.
relocate them so that they can go and even build those small structures like kiosks that you were talking about, where they are going to be selling their things. And then as for those who are selling, like putting up their kiosk in front of other concrete shops, I don't think there was any security threat that they were
Posing.
yeah, they were not posing any threat or safety concerns. Because clearly even the shop owner knows that they want their customers to get in. So there's always a space where the customers will get in and get out.
Yeah.
But then these other people, it's not like they have a lot of things. So their things are quite manageable. They can just sell their things in front of those shops. Now, coming to how the issue started, even like all of us, those who are going to watch this video, you'll see that if someone was to cut off your source of livelihood, you'll not be happy, right?
Yeah.
So chances are probably some of those who were marching during the day ended up causing the fire. Yeah. Although I don't support that because it's going to affect other innocent shopkeepers and business owners who are not part of this entire saga of clearing people off. But then when people act at the edge of emotions or in the heights of emotions, then those are some of the things that you expect to see. So I believe it's not by coincidence or mere chance that this fire started today. Although we've had instances where there have been fires in those markets. I think last year it was at Konyo market.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever found out like what caused it. Or was it just a transformer that blew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this case, most likely someone might have caused that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
As for me, I'm going to say it's 50-50. I'll say 50% is these people, because 2 days ago they were cleared off, and then during the day they march. They did a marching complaining of what was done, and then that the same evening the fire started. So what's the coincidence of all these things happening following each other? Fire do happen, and that's why I was going to say it's 50-50%.
Yeah.
Fire has happened before, and it has consumed that market, and even the Jebel market and Konyo market. So that being said, then it means there's 50% chance they just happened on the day that there were these other things that were happening. But speaking for myself and based on how I've seen things, I would say it's this group of people that were upset with the mayor of the city. But when it comes to, is it a good idea? No, it's not a good idea. And me saying is one of the vendors, is it going to affect any of them? No. There were so many people and they have no registered. They have no register of all the vendors. So that when I say is one of the vendors, then they are going to say you are risking some of the vendors. Now they are going to look through and investigate all of them.
Yeah.
These are random people that come to market every day and go home. So
Some
nobody
of them
has
don't even know each other.
Yes, so nobody has record of that, and nobody is going to say because it was said is one of the vendors. We're going to pick on one of you. No, the police and whatever need to do in the investigation first to determine what exactly happened. But from where
the cause of fire.
Yes, but from where I stand, I'll put the blame toward those vendors.
So it's not 50-50 then?
Yes, now I move
like 70-30 like
Yes,
that.
now I move away from the other 50 and say it is going to be one of them. But is it really the right idea, or was it a good thing to do? No, it's not. Because the mayor that came and cleared them out does not own any of those shops.
True.
So when you come and ban the shop in the name of being upset, who exactly are you? Are you
inflicting pain
on? Is these innocent people, other hustlers like you? Now their inventory, their goods, everything, their merchandise have been burnt. Now they're going to be, who have you really punished now? Your regular citizens that are also hustlers like you, just in the name that you are upset about the mayor. And then at the end of the day, it will not affect the mayor in any way, because what will happen, the shop will be repaired and the mayor will still keep pushing you guys on don't come here, don't come here. They should have come together and said, we need an alternative, of which you said earlier. And in this case, the alternative should have been the mayor themselves. I blame them because the way that they do things, they just work on Talimat and thinking that you are doing the right thing, but I don't think these people...
They just push people away.
Yeah, I don't think if they actually think through some of their decisions. Chasing these people away does not solve the reason that actually brought them to the street.
Yes.
The problem are there, but how do you solve them? One, you build a market and tell these people, because we know this is where you people earn a living. We want you to continue with the same hustling, but now we have created a market for you people. Now let's move there so that we created space here for the safety that they were talking about. And now these people will be selling at the new market.
And that market doesn't actually have to be very expensive.
Yes.
You can just take iron sheets and then build a flat roof, like a very long flat roof, and then you partition it and put some stalls,
Yeah.
small stalls where they are going to put their goods on top. And that's it.
And yeah, it would have solved that
And
problem.
they can actually be paying like a small rent.
Yeah, because now you are given a space, you have to rent the space, right?
Yeah.
But again, the problem with getting the space itself is because there's land grabbing in Juba.
Yeah.
So there are no public lands that are there anymore that the city can say within a location where like there will be traffic, people, traffic of the people like moving.
Yeah.
That will be there. There's no space. If you're going to get an empty space, it's going to be far away from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And people will be like, Sasa, if you take us to that place, there are no people.
There are no customers.
So how is it going to be beneficial?
It's
That's
tricky.
where the problem is. Land grabbing. All the public lands have been grabbed. And even among the city officials.
Yeah.
I heard of a case, of somebody within the city that sold part of the public school.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and it was within the city itself. Those mayors, deputy mayors, whatever, those officials,
Yeah.
they sold part of the
Those are
public
the worst
school.
people. Like, they are the ones that are very corrupt and taking part in land grabbing and stuff. You remember even that case of that guy, Lual Marine?
Yeah.
People said he was President Kiir's nephew or something like that. And he wanted to grab a cemetery.
Because it was near to the market.
Yes.
That was
And there were actually people staying on that, around that cemetery. Some people had been sold part of that and all that because it's an old cemetery that is no longer.
That's when
being
Juba
used.
was too small. That
Yeah.
place is deep
It was
inside the
very
city
far.
right now.
Yes, around Sherkat. And there ended up being like a lot of gunfire.
Yeah.
And the guy was allegedly said to have died. Some people doubted that. And
Been over 5
it's
years.
a lot of story.
Been over 6 years.
Yeah.
If he was
and
alive,
he
would
was
have
actually a
surfaced.
newlywed. Like he had just gotten married like a year or two before that incident happened. So this is the kind of country we have. People who have access to power misuse their opportunity and the power that they are close to by either grabbing public land, taking part in unwarranted arrest, and terrorizing people that don't have connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, like, I agree with you in this case. What the mayor should have done was look for a good place to relocate these people, because you don't just chase people away
Yeah.
without giving them an alternative.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing that Callisto did. I think he's also called Callisto Wani something.
Yeah,
When
these
he
people
was the
always
mayor
do
of
the,
Juba.
they have the same thinking. They always say
Yeah.
that kicking these people out will solve the problem. But they don't know these people want to earn a living.
Yeah.
Just chasing them away will seem to have cleaned the market, but does not solve the bigger problem.
Yeah, because he actually fired gun in the air
Yeah.
at hawkers, and people were really mad. It happened a few years ago, maybe like 3 years ago or so, when he was still serving as the mayor of Juba. And then he ended up getting into trouble because of speaking about land grabbing issue within the city.
Yeah.
And he was arrested and detained for some time and then later released. But
Was he solely arrested because of speaking against land grabbing?
that's what his people say.
That's what people say, but there was a video, or was it a photo of him that was taken with a group of individuals, civilians holding gun behind him. I don't know if you saw that photo.
I don't think. Oh yeah, I think
It's
I
like
saw
mobilizing a community
it.
in defense. I don't know, like,
I'm
but
not
there
sure
was,
like what was happening.
yeah, there was that photo
Yeah.
that people said it was, maybe they were now combined the land grabbing issue plus now the other one that you are inciting community to fight,
Yeah.
and then they look for a way.
Because I remember, I think I came across a video of him speaking about land grabbing issue. And then I don't know, was it within the same video or in another video where he was talking about something to do with Thomas Cirillo. It's like they are related or they come from the same place. Then he was like, if someone is a rebel and it's your brother, are you going to deny them? Or do you guys want me to deny my brother? Yes, we come from the same place, something like that. Don't quote me on this, but those videos are on the internet. So you can just go and check them out. In some parts, he was speaking Arabic, some parts, he was speaking his
Local
mother tongue,
language.
I think Bari or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, anyways, the thing is, like, what brought him into this story is the fact that some of these mayors, they just come up with decisions and rush to implement them without thinking of the repercussions and how to solve the problem of these people. Because as much as you're trying to solve an existing issue, you are creating another problem.
Yes. Yeah, they should be like looking at these hawkers themselves and call them and ask them for what they think should be done before you go ahead and implement what you want to do.
Yeah.
Tell them that what you guys are doing is, in terms of safety, is not good. See, this is what can happen. This is what can happen.
Yeah.
This is what we are proposing. What do you guys say? And then they will have to talk of what they want to be done, and then now they can engage with the city, and then they come at a final conclusion that this is what we're going to do. And now you would have involved everybody.
Yeah.
And there will be no this revenge attack of somebody feeling that they have to do something so that the government can feel. And that one led to the Ministry of Trade and something issue a statement.
Trade and industry.
Yes, that they're going to do investigation, or which should be done. But I don't know if it will really result in anything, because in South Sudan, for you for these kind of things, to actually point something down on somebody, there should be a CCTV footage somewhere. So if unless they are going to introduce that public places, there should be some CCTVs.
They can be
almost
burned down,
everywhere.
and they can burn down with the fire, right? Because you saw how big it was.
Yes, but again, there can be those that will use the mobile one, that you get a notification on the mobile. Leave the one that stay like where you have to go into the computers and retrieve everything. There's those that on your phone, you can actually see what's happening while you are away.
Oh yeah. Are they there
But
in South Sudan?
it will need internet. No, it just need internet, but we have like Starlink Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
So the city can do it.
Okay.
Put the Wi-Fi antenna, but they will steal them. This country. Yeah, they can try to put those ones, and then the city install their cameras.
Like the one where, let's say, in the Western world, that you put in front of your house.
Yeah.
And then every time someone enters the house, you get a notification.
Yeah.
And the camera will capture the face of that person. And then you know, okay, so and so left and entered. As many times as possible.
So kind of thing. This is how they can help. But something that happened in the darkness, no, they're not going to get anybody that was actually responsible for it.
Yeah, and another thing is that most of these things, when an incident happens, they form a committee. The committee does its thing, but we never get the results.
No, we don't.
And the issue is never resolved.
We don't need committee for this.
Yeah, so like this is just something that can be done by the police.
Yeah.
Because it's their work, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever, the MI or national security.
Yeah.
Whichever organ is supposed to handle that, they should do the investigation and then see. But it's most likely going to go nowhere.
Yeah. So these fires have been happening from time to time.
Yeah.
Now, to the traders, what do you think they should do? Because in the video they're going to post here, I saw people that were crying because their goods were being consumed by the fire.
I would
and
also
how
cry
tough
if I was there.
It is like to even get something small, because in South Sudan there are no loans that are given, and if you get it, it's going to be at an extreme high interest rate that you will not be able to make anything out of it.
There are actually loans from different banks, But then, like, I've seen specific types of loans. Let's say for women in business, there are some banks that have a certain type of loan for different groups. But then what happens is that most of them are high interest loans.
Yeah, they're going to be high interest
Yeah.
rate loan, and they will be given in dollars because of the inflation. As much as you get money in pounds, they will record in their books as dollars because they don't want to give you now, and then in 3 months time they give you an equivalent of 2,000 US dollars in pounds, but then in 3 months time when you
then
bring
you
that
pay
the same amount is 1,500, they will be running losses.
Yeah. That's
So-
why the interest has to be there, right?
Yeah. So what do you
top
think
up.
the traders should do?
Maybe go for insurance. I don't think they have. Yeah, there's some insurance policies here and there, but our people don't really care about insurance. You find even with cars, some people drive cars without insurance. And then when you get into an accident, that's the end of you. Or that's the end of your
People
car.
that you knock down to.
Yes. Because people kind of, I don't know, is it that people trust so much in themselves or they feel like insurance is a scam? Back in school when I was doing business studies in high school, I used to feel like insurance is a scam because they are like, for you to get compensated, the issue or
Something has to
something
happen.
has to happen. And that thing has to be the exact thing that you had insured
Insured
yourself
for.
against. If it's accident, it has to be an accident. If it ends up being a fire, then it's not insured. Like you don't get any payment or
Yeah.
payout.
Mhm.
If you insured yourself against fire and fire doesn't happen, but there's
Flood.
floods,
Mhm.
it's not covered. Yeah. So it kind of made me feel very uneasy. But then now, based on where I am, and then some of the things I see, the exposure and stuff, I feel like that insurance is very good. But then again, like in the African context, it's kind of tricky because in places like Kenya, for instance, there was a story some time back where someone was knocked down by one of the trailers, and that trailers had an insurance. The insurance is attached to somebody in the government. And that insurance company is known for not compensating their victims. So that case dragged from 2019 to around 2020 something. I believe even up to now, maybe it has not been resolved unless the pressure from social media made them to resolve it because a lot of people were calling them out. So sometimes, even if you are insured against something, those insurance companies are kind of cunning. They don't want to part ways with their money, but yet you contribute to it or to that public pool. So I think in this case, yeah, as much as there's no guarantee with insurance, they might have to take up insurance coverage against fire because that's one of the most common things that do happen to their shops. And then the next thing would be probably floods. If you are in a flooded area, then you take an insurance cover with a legit insurance company. Yeah.
Yeah, so what traders are supposed to do is take insurance, and if the insurance is not there for these specific things, then it is these stakeholders or the players in the insurance industry that have to work on something and come up with it.
Yeah.
Because if your things were banned last year, they have been banned this year, and they will be banned next year again.
Or in a couple of years.
Yes, then you just take insurance because as much as you feel you're just giving out money, when accidents happen, that's when you will appreciate you not be crying
Yeah.
like the way that people are crying now.
True.
Because these things always ban, there's no like, it's not a compensation, but the comfort from the government, like to comfort people, condolences. There's nothing like that they give to these traders. They just leave them like that.
Yeah. You have to
So-
go back again and hustle your way out, rebuild the shop,
It
and buy stocks.
It's
Oh,
too
man.
much pressure. You can even run mad because looking at all the sacrifice that you have made just to reach where it is, and then just gone burn down within few
ashes.
seconds. just because somebody was not happy with the mayor of the city.
It's really sad.
No,
Yeah,
like people
it's
have
not
to,
good.
and this is why I say like South Sudan is a confused country where people are just thinking of negative things everywhere.
Yeah,
You think that what you're going to do is like a punishment, but you're doing it to your own to your other
fellow
citizens.
citizens.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does not affect these government officials. So
I
these
know.
people should always think before they act.
Yeah, the same thing applies to this issue of demolishing houses, right?
Yeah.
Because back in 2023, my mom's house was demolished. That was almost a few months after completing some projects on the compound, and they came and ran down everything in the name of there's a road that is supposed to pass here.
Which
And
they
they
never built.
demolished like so many houses in that neighborhood. If you go there, you'll cry. Some houses are like concrete house, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom house. They'll push down half of that house and leave half. I'm like, you people are very wicked. If you're going to push down half, see, just demolish the entire thing. Because what kind of road is coming to go to half of your house and leave the other part? And that road never came. And they don't even have the funds to fix the existing roads with
Yes.
potholes, leave
With
alone now
the new one.
restarting new roads. So that's the kind of government we have. Every day they are complaining about lack of funds to pay the civil servants' salaries. So why do you have to demolish people's houses? You could just wait until when you have all your funds together, fix the existing roads, and then now come and relocate these people or at least compensate them so that they can restart somewhere.
Yeah.
But pushing down things without offering a solution and you are not even bringing that road, it's very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So the same thing applies here.
Yeah. So that's what happened. And there was a one guy that was making a lot of, I want to call it a lot of noise, but not a lot of noise.
Was very critical of the government.
Yes, and it was very concerned and was talking of how the fire has burned since 6 p.m. until the time that he was still making that video, and the government has not intervened. And in the process, he ended up mentioning Salva Kiir and Adut Salva Kiir in his video. And allegedly, that guy is said to have been arrested.
He said no one in this government is good,
Yeah.
including Kiir and Adut.
Not Adut, not Kiir. So that's what he was saying, but people are saying that he has been arrested after those utterances. I'm like, this country, you can't mention the big fish, then you are arrested. But I don't know, like, we have not actually confirmed if he has been arrested, but that's what people are saying. And, but
How
again,
is that going to solve the issue of fire?
but again, like the fire itself that started at custom, do you have to call out Salva Kiir and the daughter? To me, like, that was
Maybe
just,
like the daughter.
no, it's putting
is
too
not-
much blame on where it's not supposed to be.
Then you can
This-
mention Kiir himself because you know why I feel like Kiir is supposed to be blamed partially. This government, we don't have firefighters. You have like 2, 3 of them. And then every time there's a fire burning, they don't respond on time. Remember that time when there was fire at
They are never prepared. So.
at the armory in the military barrack? They did not come. They came the following day when everything was burnt.
What are we going to do at somewhere guns are firing? What fire are you going to put out?
Okay,
Bullet fires.
The other day there was fire at Konyo market, and that thing happened, I think, during the day or in the morning hours. There was no fire trucks, only the Habesha water tanks. Some of them were the ones who were bringing water from River Nile to try and put out the fire. So if you know that fire is something that constantly happens, why don't you prepare so that in case there's fire, at least this one in this case or in that instance of Konyo and custom markets, there was nothing that was happening like gunfire or something like that. No bullets were exploding. So that was technically fire. Just get some fire trucks. Make
Yeah.
sure they are constantly fueled, and get the gas. Is it what
Fire
gas do they use?
extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher. Or get water tanks if the firefighters are not well equipped to take care of that. At least make sure there's some company that responds to these fires, including those water tanks. In case of fire anywhere, they fill up and go. Because burning from 6 p.m. for hours, there are some shops that might have been saved if they had responded on time. But taking too long is going to even make it very hard for you
Yeah,
to
so one of them came,
fix it.
but in real terms, or in ideal world, the people responsible for it is the local government, which is the city council. It's not the main government. So if people were to call out, they should have called out the mayor, is the one that started the idea of clearing out people. And I've tried to look on their even Facebook page. Anyway, they have not issued any statement.
They're still gathering the information.
They're just leaving the national government to respond to everything, from the Minister of Information to Minister of Trade. But them, the office of the mayor, the office of the governor of the Central Equatoria, they are all quiet.
Well, these people don't get any special allocations, right? So all the funding comes from the national government.
But the fire brigade is not a national issue.
Yeah, but
It's a state
what if
issue.
they are not allocated sufficient funds to
Then-
give to different parts of
Well,
the...
then I'm saying this guy should have called out the mayor of the city and the governor of the state,
Okay.
not to go to direct to those of Adut and the Kir. It's just that right now, there's too much call on the father and the daughter. A small thing, call out the daughter. And then in the end, you end up like getting yourself in trouble for no reason.
Blue house.
And especially you are recording yourself near fire.
With
and
your
you
face.
and you are in
just-
Juba.
You just record it while capturing the fire. And
Yes,
not
don't
show your
show,
face.
like, I know a lot of people are mad with this government,
Yeah.
but don't commit yourself so much to an extent of like where you just expose yourself while you are visible. Yeah, leave it to the people that are far away.
No, it's not fun. Like, it's not good. You know, I understand the frustration in that young man. Because
In that old
maybe
man.
he's even... Is he old?
Middle-aged man.
Yeah, whatever. The thing is, this person, maybe he's even one of the owners. But even if he was one of the owners, he would have mentioned. Or he's just another concerned citizen who has witnessed so many fires happening within Juba and people are doing nothing. And the government is not bringing out like a special budget to deal with that. Because I remember the last time there was fire at Konyo Konyo, I went online to do my research and found that there were a limited number of fire brigades or those trucks for firefighters. And as much as they are few in number, that is within Juba. I don't know in other states if they even exist. They didn't have fuel. So that was another thing. And then sometimes they could break down, mechanical breakdown. And the government doesn't fix them.
You know, the problem is you guys like these small things like the firefighting, the fire brigade, they are luxuries. There are a lot of other things that are facing this nation that are not being addressed.
Okay.
The fires or the market fires do not happen very often. But when you look at the flooding, there are some towns and states that are still underwater right now.
Yeah.
And the government has never responded to those. There are some places that people actually moved. They have left their homestead, their villages. They're all living in Shirkat.
Talk to us directly.
And then the same thing in Pibor, the same thing in Bentiu. People have left their home because there's nowhere to live. And the government has not responded to those.
Natural calamities.
They just expect that if things are happening, go to higher places on your own budget. Now a fire that will happen because some people were upset here and there, and then it will not happen tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Or it could be because of faulty
Electrical faulty. Yeah, that might be another
wires,
reason.
right? From
Yeah.
the JEDCO.
Yeah, but that will be one of the biggest coincidence in history to have happened. And again, so looking at all those, to them, like the fire brigade is not their top priority. They're not even paying the civil servants.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then like something that they can do, there can be, I'm very sure in that country we have tycoons. So they can give out a tender for someone to take care of some of those things, like garbage collection.
privatize them.
Yes. Or these fire brigades, you give it to a certain company so that in case of anything happening, that company is going to respond, and then you bill the government.
So nilikuwa naeleza nini?
We were talking about the firefighters. Oh yeah, we were. So like I said, if we get these things to be privatized, that is the fire brigades and maybe garbage collections, those things that the government is not able to address currently because of tight budget, then they can be given to private companies. And I'm sure there are some people who will be very glad to perform those duties. And then even if they have to charge people, then they get a small fee and then small tender from the government.
Yeah, this can be another alternative. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment. See you in the next video.
Let's get to 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.